created facial animation? Well, if you are a Sims 3 or Sims 4 creator, you're going to say, well, this is pretty easy, I can do it no problem. If you are a Sims 2 creator, you're most definitely going to say to me that it is impossible. Maybe it is possible theoretically, but there are no tools, there is no information on how to do this, and this game is 20 plus years old. Well, but now in the year 2026, I'm here to bring you the tool and the methods to create facial animation in Sims 2. Hello and welcome to the DaisySermechStudio channel on YouTube, and in this video I'm going to show you and provide you with methods and with tools on how to create Sims 2 facial animation for your already pre-existing animation. If you're my follower on Patreon, which is actually completely free, you can see that there is already a text version of the tutorial, which already contains the main points for this tutorial, and as you can see, there are already files, so very much it's already free and available for you to use. But for the sake of explanation, I'm making a video version as well, so follow me on Patreon as well for more free resources and materials. Now let's get into it. What do we need? As I've already said, you need default stuff for animation creation: SimPE, MilkShape, plugins, all the basic stuff. Then you're going to need Blender, preferably version 2.93, because you're not only going to create body animation in it, you're going to also create facial animation and export it. And just as always, our friend Animax the assembler and compiler. It is here. Download the second archive. Then you're going to need Notepad++ or any other text editor. Windows Notepad will work as well. First step first, start with Sims 2 animation in 5un format. This might be already an existing animation you export from SimPE or you created in MilkShape, and I suggest you make a backup copy for it. So I suggest when you export it, just make a copy. Now let's go to our assemblers. I'm going to drag our animation into this folder and drag it onto undisk.exe. And here we have our new files: ap00amdat and mmtcl. I'm more explained about in my previous video, refer to it if you need to also fix the legs or body. Next, open Blender and load the sprite template file. This one. It is already here. This file contains the base Sims 2 face mesh and pre-made shape keys for expressions. Shape keys in Blender are basically morph targets that they let you deform the face for facial animation. Now that my animation is 200 frames long, I am swapping the end to 200. I am making sure that my frame rate matches the animation. You may have animation in 24 frames, but I am always having in 30. So check if you are correct about this one. Now, if you are fairly adept in Blender, you can open your blend file that you have created or converted the animation and have it appended. For simplicity reasons, I'm not going to do this now, but it is very much an option. As you can see, there are multiple of shapes. They have very much understandable names such as A. It stands for sound A, smile, it means smile, and so on so on. Basically, there are a lot of shapes with really scary names. We're not touching them for now. Now animate. Navigate the timeline and move the shape keys to pose face as desired. For example, raise eyebrows, widen eyes, move the lips. You can switch to manual insertion of keyframes, or you can just do as I do and you're going to have keyframes edit every time you change the value. You're essentially blending these shape keys over time to create an expression sequence. Now that you've keyed all expressions, run the restore shape Python script. You can find it here. Restore shapes. This script reboots the old shape keys as the ones will be exported. Let's run it, starting from frame 1. Now that you've run it, you're going to see that your facial animation looks a bit exaggerated because there are two sets of keyframes still running up. You can undo the stick, do channels contribute to result, and see that the animation is just as it was. Let's go back to frame 1 and let's move to our next script, export both these blends. Now we export the animation data for each face channel. In each script there is lookup paths in which you need to enter AP00 file location. This one. I'm going to change it just like this. And also add our file. Why do we have the lookup file? First, it is to keep the name consistency, and second is to keep the frame consistency. And I suggest you should also copy it. Now, run this. And in this very folder, we have a wave face AP01. Now let's open the file and see that everything exported correctly. Here are the changing values. Those are the keyframes we have exported and converted. Now, the very same way, use another two scripts. And again, export top these blends. Next, we're going to edit the base AP04 that file. First, rename it to match the other files, but keep the AP04 as well. Open it. Open AP00 and match up the total time here. Right here. Save the file. Now open all other files as well and make sure that they all have the same total time. As we can see, it is different, so we copy this our true total time to those. And we save every file. Now we need to open the NMCTL file. And I very much suggest you to open an MCTL reference file, because it becomes a little bit difficult. Change the name count to 5 in two parts, and name part count also 5. Now copy this part from nm part 01 to nm 104 part num part 5. It is a bit confusing, so I have made a reference. Paste it here and to match up the file names. Now you can save this very file. I'm going to delete the old 5un file and I'm going to drag an MCTL file onto AniComp. If everything has been done correctly, we're going to have a new 5un file. And everything is done correctly. Let's import this file into the game and test it. So thank you for watching this video. All useful links and materials are in the description. Do not forget to follow me on Patreon too. Like and comment if I've been helpful, and see you again soon.